Hey guys, let's get more news about Dallas, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Micah Parsons isn't considering a holdout as he prepares for a big contract extension with the Cowboys. Micah Parsons says he doesn't need to be the highest-paid defensive player in the NFL, and he isn't expecting a contract worth $40 million per year. The Dallas Cowboys star edge rusher, entering his fifth and final year of his rookie contract, would like to have a deal in place before the offseason begins in the spring. However, he has no plans to hold out. Parsons, a fourth-year player from Penn State, is looking to secure a contract before the offseason starts. This is similar to the situation of 2023 All-Pro receiver CeeDee Lamb, who stayed away from the team during the offseason and training camp before signing a $136 million, four-year extension in late August. However, there is one key difference between Parsons' situation and Lamb's. The Cowboys receiver had the same coach and offensive system, while head coach Mike McCarthy and defensive coordinator Mike Zimmer are both on expiring contracts. The Cowboys, 6-8, who are facing a chance of missing the playoffs after making it the last 3 years, will play NFC South leaders Tampa Bay, 8-6, at home on Sunday. Parsons missed 4 games due to a high ankle sprain, and the season is likely to end with at least 4 starters on injured reserve. "I don't know what the coaching is going to be like," Parsons said. "I would love to have Zimmer back. I kind of publicly, consistently say that, what he's done for this team, through the injuries and everything. He's done a tremendous job for me. If they do change, I've got to learn a new scheme. I've got to be around guys." Parsons isn't focused on money because he feels he has already shown his value. Even with missing games for the first time in his career, he is just 1.5 sacks away from reaching double digits in sacks for each of his first 4 seasons. The only other players to do that are in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. "I think I'm the best player in the world," said Parsons, who has 49 career sacks. "I don't throw numbers out there like that. I'll see what they're willing to give me." Parsons has 7.5 sacks in 6 games since returning from injury, but he doesn't think finishing strong will greatly affect his contract talks after the season. "I think I'm a difference maker, and I'll probably be treated like a difference maker," Parsons said. "I don't think these next 3 weeks I'm going to gain $20 million. I think I'm pretty much capped." The salary cap will be a consideration for Parsons as he looks ahead to his big payday. San Francisco edge rusher Nick Bosa currently holds the highest average annual value for a defensive player at $34 million. Bosa signed a 5-year, $170 million extension last year. "It would be nice to be surrounded by good players. Players that will help me win championships," Parsons said. "To me, having $40 million and being chipped every play and slid into 3 to 4 people, that doesn't sound too fun to me. It's about keeping people that can make a difference. We'll see how it breaks down, but I want to keep as many guys as possible. I am an experienced content writer with a specialization in WordPress. I have written engaging articles for various websites that have achieved a total of 5,500 monthly views. In addition, I have played a key role in boosting their organic traffic by 30% and achieving top Google rankings through SEO. My passion lies in creating user-friendly content." Dallas Cowboys sign familiar face to bolster defensive line depth. As injuries continue to pile up, the Dallas Cowboys are bringing back a familiar face for the final stretch of the 2024 NFL regular season. While Osa Odigizua has been among the league's best and former first-round pick Motzie Smith has been vastly improving, the Cowboys are bolstering the interior defensive line with Justin Rogers. Rogers was released by the Cowboys on August 26 as the team made its final roster cuts en route to the final 53-man players to start the season. 3 days later, Rogers was signed to the Cincinnati Bengals practice squad. Now, with 3 games remaining in the regular season, Rogers is reunited with the team who drafted him. An interesting note is Rodgers was signed to the active 53-man roster, not the practice squad, so he could see playing time in the coming weeks. Up next for the Cowboys is a primetime showdown with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on Sunday Night Football. It's pretty simple. If the Dallas Cowboys win the final 3 games of the regular season and the Washington Commanders lose their last 3 games and the Seahawks, Falcons, Cardinals, and 49ers all finish with less than 9 wins, then Dallas will make the playoffs. While that might seem a touch unrealistic, the Cowboys are all in because they're not tankers. They're going to eat all the W's as if they were tasty little critters. Whether or not the team reaches the postseason, Micah Parsons has decided he wants to spend his entire career with Jerry Jones and the Cowboys. And he's hoping to make a long-term extension happen sooner rather than later. Parsons would like to get his deal done prior to the start of free agency, per Todd Archer of ESPN. I'm going to try and work with them as much as possible to help them attack free agency. I want to be back with this team. This offseason, I want to be here. I want to get these guys right. I want to take big steps, Parsons explained. The 4th-year linebacker has already told Dallas that he's willing to take a pay cut so the team can use the extra cash to bring players back and sign free agents. Parsons would rather make a bit less money if it means playing on a better team. Of course, any deal would actually be a raise as the Cowboys picked up the defender's 5th-year option for 2025, which would pay him $21.4 million. On the other hand, a new contract before year 5 is a foregone conclusion, so the Cowboys will save some money working out a long-term extension with Parsons this offseason. And the team will have even more cash freed up as he's not insisting on becoming the highest-paid defender in football. Pro Bowl RB says playing for Cowboys would make him sick. The Detroit Lions have been one of the NFL's top teams this season, boasting a 12-2 record and one of the league's most dynamic offenses. At the heart of that success has been second-year running back Jahmyr Gibbs, who continues to make waves both on the field and off it. During a Thursday appearance on Up and Adams with Kay Adams, Gibbs shared a bold sentiment about a potential alternate reality involving the Dallas Cowboys. Gibbs, selected 12th overall by Detroit in the 2023 NFL Draft, revealed that the Cowboys were interested in drafting him later in the first round. His response to the thought of playing in Dallas? A resounding no. The Cowboys wanted to draft me at 24, Gibbs said. Imagine if I was a Cowboy right now, I'd be so sick. This season, Gibbs has been a cornerstone of the Lions' success, delivering standout performances in both the rushing and passing game. He's accumulated 1,047 rushing yards on 186 carries, 5.6 yards per carry, and added 395 receiving yards on 39 receptions, scoring 14 total touchdowns. With teammate David Montgomery sidelined after suffering a season-ending MCL tear, Gibbs will shoulder even more responsibility for Detroit's high-powered offense. Meanwhile, the Cowboys are experiencing a challenging 6-8 campaign, with a struggling defense and injuries to key players like quarterback Dak Prescott. Gibbs' comments highlight how different his NFL path might have been had he landed in Dallas, a scenario he's clearly relieved to have avoided. For Lions fans, Gibbs' comments underscore his gratitude to be a part of a team poised for a deep playoff run, while Cowboys faithful are left wondering what could have been. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Jahmyr Gibbs? Leave your opinion in the comments.